This is the perfect music to segue into Clint Eastwood as we speak about him. Clinton Eastwood Jr. is his full name. He was born on May 31st, 1930. I got 7 different statements here, and the guys are going to have to guess whether or not those statements are fact or if they are fiction. Feel free to play along in the comments. If you get something, or if I get something wrong, actually, then definitely let me know in the comments. But here we go. Number 1, fact or fiction. Clint Eastwood survived a plane crash and swam over a mile to shore. Frank.
That sounds like Clint Eastwood, so fact.
Land.
I'm going to say it was less than a mile, so I'm going to say fiction.
Frank gets the point. Yes, this is a fact. In 1951, while returning from Seattle, Eastwood was aboard a Navy bomber that ran out of fuel and crash-landed off the coast of California. He and the pilot swam over a mile through shark-infested waters to reach the shore. Years later, Eastwood used the experience to shape scenes in Sully, which he directed. Next up. Fact or fiction, he turned down the role of James Bond because he didn't want to do a British accent. Land.
Fact.
Frank.
I don't know if it was for the British. I know Burt Reynolds turned it down because he said that it should never be an American. I'm going to go fiction on this.
Land gets the point. It is a fact. I mean, you can kind of essentially include that in there, that he didn't want to do the British accent, but he was kind of along the same lines of Burt Reynolds, where after Sean Connery stepped away from the role in the early 70s, producers approached Eastwood hoping to bring an American twist to James Bond. Eastwood declined, saying Bond should remain British, period.
I don't think he can do a British accent anyway.
I don't think he can either. Good day, mate. I don't know.
Yeah, that's Australian.
That's Australian.
Fuck.
Wrong hemisphere.
Whatever. Next one. Fact or fiction?
Top of the morning to you.
He was cast in Dirty Harry only after Steve McQueen dropped out. Frank.
Fact.
Lan.
Fact.
No, I'm sorry. That is fiction. While Steve McQueen was considered, the role was actually first offered to Frank Sinatra,
Hey.
who was almost in Die Hard. Sinatra dropped out due to a hand injury. Other actors that were considered, but maybe not actually offered the role, do include John Wayne, Burt Lancaster, and Robert Meacham.
I could see John Wayne doing it because he seemed like he just wanted to shoot everybody and anybody, especially at that age.
Or just throw kids into a river.
Yeah, you know, whatever.
Still one of the
Smack
greatest
women up.
clips of all time when he just chucks that kid. It's fantastic.
Smack your wife sometimes.
And it always goes back to Sean Connery. I also need to have just a picture of Bob Cousy ready to go at all times. So when Frank says Bob Cousy, it's there locked and loaded. Next up, fact or fiction, Eastwood once refused an Oscar nomination out of protest. Lan.
Fact.
Frank.
Nobody was protesting. Fact.
No.
I knew
Made it
it.
up. That is fiction. Eastwood has been nominated multiple times, and he won Best Director and Best Picture for Unforgiven and $1 Million Baby. While he's known for being modest about awards, he's never declined or publicly rejected an Oscar nod. Next up, fact or fiction, Clint Eastwood served as a mayor of a California town. Frank.
For like a day, I'll say facts.
Lan.
Fact. My aunt and uncle lived there.
What's it called?
Insider knowledge.
No, I can't remember. It's
Carmel,
on the coast.
Carmel by
There
the
you go,
sea.
Carmel.
So this was back in 1986. Eastwood ran for mayor of the small coastal town, and he won in a landslide. During his 2-year term, Frank, he advocated for environmental protection, constructed a library annex, championed small business development, and removed odd local restrictions like a ban on ice cream stands.
They banned.
Yeah, that's evil.
Yeah. I want to
Did
know
he
why
ban the
is
ice cream
banned.
stands, but he promoted ice cream trucks? Because if that was the case, I'm all for it.
No,
gets
he
my vote.
removed the ban
he
on
removed
ice
the
cream
ban.
stands.
Oh, I thought he was banning them.
Oh,
No,
I was just
no,
wondering
no,
why
no,
they
no,
were banned
no.
before.
Victory for the people. Make my day.
You don't have Rocky Road. We're not selling ice cream.
Coming out of the trees in that shirt.
He is. It's
I want
kind of
that
like,
shirt.
was it Zardoz? Is he coming out like that giant head in Zardoz?
Yeah, that looks wild. It almost looks like there's like atomic bombs going around next to him, and you see his
Yeah,
face
like it's
just
like
float
that's
up
not
in
a
the middle
tree,
of
that's
it.
smoke.
Yeah, it's
I
like,
gotta find
here's
that
your
shirt on
death.
eBay
You
or
got
something.
Clint Eastwood's face running right at. I don't even look like Clint Eastwood. It looks like a zombie.
Fact or fiction? Eastwood composed the original Dirty Harry theme. Lan.
Fiction.
Frank.
Yeah, it doesn't sound right. Fiction. We'll be wrong.
Yeah.
Well,
You both get the point. It is fiction, while Eastwood is a skilled jazz pianist. And he has composed music over several of his films, including Mystic River and $1 Million Baby. The Dirty Harry score was composed by Lalo Schifrin. And that's one of those there. If I said his name wrong, let me know in the comments, by all means. Also, if you're liking this
Schifrin.
content, make sure that you're liking and subscribing. Final one here.
Hello.
Fact or fiction? Fact or fiction? Clint Eastwood once voiced a character in a Disney animated film. Frank.
I'll go fact because I could see like a cameo.
Lan.
I'm going to go fiction. Just because.
Lan for the win. It is fiction. While Eastwood has a distinctive voice and has composed music for films, he has never voiced a character in a Disney film. His voice has occasionally been parodied for other animated projects like Family Guy or The Simpsons, but he's never lent his voice officially to any animated film.
Do you remember what movie he had a small cameo in that turned 30 yesterday or this past week?
Turned 30, so that would be 1995.
Yeah, came out May 26, 1995. My birthday.
Happy birthday, by the way.
Hey, happy birthday.
Give me some hints.
It was a comic from the 50s. Kids show.
Dick Tracy?
Casper.
Way to play it out, Frank.
Sorry.
Just fucking barrels into Casper.
You guessed twice. Like I ruled you out after two guesses.
Casper.
No, but you remember when like he's changing his face to the he did Mel Gibson and a few, and then he does Clint Eastwood, and they had like
I've never seen Casper.
Oh man, you missed out. That was a good card. That was a good movie. Christina Ricci in her prime.
Yeah, Rich was it?
You mean in her prime? She's still in her prime.
I mean, yeah, but at that age, when we, in our prime.
What?
What's that? What was that? Hand
When
sign.
we were
What's going on
13
there?
When we were 13 and 14, it was in our prime.
Ooh, listen,
What are you doing?
why don't you
man?
have a seat over there? We need to talk.
Yeah.
You guys are making it weird. I'm talking about like when we were kids and we were
Uh-huh.
13 and 14, and she was the same age.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
That
Please
was
have a
like
seat.
at that age, we were like that was our prime.
That wasn't
You
my
said it was her
prime.
prime.
Although, in all reality, when she was in Adam's Family, she was probably like a lot of kids' crush, like almost first crushes back then, man.
Eh.
She shows her boobies in movies too.
Yeah, she does. She has tiny nipples.